I'm in Suffolk today to take a look at the Vripack Stentor 1300. Designed in the Netherlands and built in steel, it's a displacement motor yacht with serious cruising capability. Now, Vripack are known for their incredible offshore and expedition style vessels, and you can really see that influence here in the hull shape, the construction and the overall layout. Now, this one was launched in 1999 and has already covered some serious ground, from the Mediterranean to the UK coastline and the inland waterways. With over 4,000 litres of fuel, central heating and a quiet economical Perkins engine, is set up for extended cruising and handles itself well at sea thanks to the long waterline and heavy displacement. Now, before we have a look around, just a quick reminder, if you're enjoying the channel, please do like and subscribe. It really does make a difference and helps me get access to more boats like this. And if you've got a boat you'd like me to feature on my channel, whether it's for sale, charter or just something interesting, feel free to get in touch with me. And don't forget to check out my Linktree page, which has also doubled up as my main website. There you will find all of my most popular playlists, including my Explorer and Trawler Yacht playlists, all of the boats I've featured that are currently for sale with a range of trusted brokers I collaborate with, and it's also how you can get in contact with me for some friendly advice if you're thinking about buying, selling or even chartering a boat. As you can see, the Stentor 1300 has a full displacement hull built entirely in steel. The hull carries its beam well forward, giving you good interior volume in the forecabin, but also contributes to stability at displacement speeds. The flared bow helps to keep spray down, while the rounded bilge transitions into a long flat run aft, which aids tracking and efficiency. Aft, you can see the propeller and rudder are protected by a substantial skeg. That gives you excellent grounding protection, but also helps the boat track straight, particularly in following seas or on rivers with a strong current. Along the hull sides, you'll notice full-length welded rubbing strakes. These act both as fendering and as extra protection when locking through or mooring alongside. From this angle you can see the bilge keels welded to the hull. These act as passive stabilizers, reducing roll in a seaway without the complexity of moving parts. They're especially useful on displacement hulls like this, where comfort over long passages is key. Okay, let's jump on board and I'll show you around. Whilst we're here, actually, if we just take a look at the transom, you can see the tender set up here. We've got our tender just there, secured in place thanks to the two davits. And if we look over just to the port side, you can see as well that the outboard for the tender does have its own crane there as well. So that is quite a handy setup. As you can see, we do have a swim platform here as well, with a swim ladder just over there on the starboard side. So if we climb up this ladder, one of the things that I like about having boats like this on the hard is that you can get a really good feel and perspective for the boat that you wouldn't ordinarily get when the boat is in the water. But if I just come over here, pan down to the port side, you can see we've got plenty of fender storage up here, and there of course is the outboard for the tender with its own dedicated crane there as well. So we've got a nice area here just to walk around, ready to launch and recover the tender, working the lines as well. We've got a decent amount of space here for that. You can see these windows just down here, they lead down into the owner's cabin, which on this boat is full beam as well. And you can see just up here, we have a Flybridge. Now that radar mast can be lowered because this boat is well suited for inland waterway cruising as well as offshore cruising. You can lower that radar mast to reduce your air draft as well. Just over there to the left you can see we've got some storage, but what I think I will do is head up to the bow first, then we'll finish having a look around the upper deck and then I'll take you inside. Just over here on the right hand side you can see we have a life raft, and as I move forward here, another thing that I immediately notice is the decent amount of space that we've got on the side deck here. Really nice high sea railing as well, stainless steel, so as you are walking around the boat, always something to grab onto because we've got another handrail affixed to the superstructure over here to my left as well. Nice big windows, and you'll see the benefit of those windows when we go into the saloon in terms of how much natural light they allow into the space, and obviously the view you get as well when you are underway. Moving forward, so you've got a gate here in the sea railings. As I move forward to the bow, you can see the superstructure there just forward is higher, so you've got plenty of headroom down below. Of course, we'll seal that in a minute. One of the vents over here just down on the starboard side, and a porthole just below it. Now underneath here is the galley, and over on the left-hand side down below we have a nice small cozy saloon as well. Moving forward, if I pan back and just show you the profile of the boat, you can see we do have a slight lip or an overhang there from the coach roof as well, and there's slightly reverse raking windows, but yeah, nice tinted windows there, big old windows. And again, when we go inside and I'll sit at the helm position, I'll bring the camera up to my eye line and you'll be able to see just how good the view is from all sectors of the boat. Now I'll lift the camera up and you can see just on there we have some solar panels as well. But yeah, it's a very nice spacious bow, really wide bow. It's got a decent beam on this boat, and if we move up just here you can see the deck gear just down there. She's fitted with a low Franz electric windlass and 70 meters of chain, all controlled remotely. The anchor gear on the boat is robust and well suited to the kind of extended cruising this boat was built for. Okay, let's move down to the port side deck, and we're head aft. I'll give you a quick look in here just so you can see the setup, but I will of course give you a full walkthrough in there in just a minute. I think what we will do actually is, yeah, let's go up onto the Flybridge so I can show you around there, and then we'll go down below. So the midship's helm position just up here. So you've got the throttle control lever just over there on the right hand side, the control for the bow thruster. The nav suite on this boat is Furuno. You can see underneath here we've got one of the multifunction displays just down there, and the autopilot display over there. But a nice commanding view here. We have a bench that you and your partner can take a seat on as you go to where it is you're going to be heading off to, whether it's maybe down the Med or maybe cruising the inland waterways of Europe. Wherever you decide to go, this boat has been designed and is set up for both kind of cruising environments. But yeah, very nice day here. Wind's nice and calm. First time I've actually been to this marina, and I shall definitely be coming back. Okay, right, let's step up. And if I just turn around and show you once again the radar mast, if I pan up, you can see we've got our static array radar just up there, and our GPS antennas and VHF antenna up there as well. And this boat does actually have the ability to have a cover up here. So if you are up here and you want some shelter from the sun, you can just open this up, obviously with the cover on, and hide away from the midday sun. And just down here is where we have storage that I showed you earlier on when we boarded. So storage in there for your lines. And if I pop open this one, there we go, more lines in there as well. So yeah, nice amount of space up here. You could definitely get you know, a few people up here if they want to come and enjoy the view with you whilst you're underway. It's a good setup for that. And just over here on the right, we have the filler cap just there for the water. You see just over here on the right, we have a little shower set up as well. Okay, let's go down below and I shall show you around there. Something to grab onto as we're making our way into the saloon. And here we have it. So as you can see, the helm position on this boat is located over there on the port side. Just over to my right, so we have a nice seating area. And of course, a table just there as well. Underneath us is where we find the engine room. It has all been sound insulated as well, so when you are on the way, your eardrums aren't going to take a battering thanks to the sound insulation. Now just opposite us we have a TV just over there and plenty of storage all around this boat. VHF radio just over there, And behind this door, pop this open. This is a technical service locker housing the electrical connections and hydraulic components for the steering system, along with power distribution for other onboard systems. I'll shut that one back up and open this one for you. There we see we've got a first aid kit, a flare pack and an EPIRB as well. And if you don't have an EPIRB yet for your boat, or you want to get a replacement EPIRB, I do have an Amazon affiliate store. If you're interested, you can find the link pinned in the comments, video description, or in my bio. But yeah, it's a nice seating area here, very cozy. And as I said earlier on, big windows are allowing lots of natural light into this area. There's a decent headroom in here as well. I am 6'4", and I've got a few inches above my head in terms of when I'm moving around up here. So yeah, there's plenty of space, and it's just a nice, bright, voluminous area. And considering this boat was built in 1991, it's been kept very well in here as well. You wouldn't think you are sitting on a boat that is 26 years old. You know, the owner's taken good care of it in terms of the years that they've had this boat. If I just stand up and just move forward, over here to the right hand side of the saloon, you see we've got this big table here, big chart table with fiddles all around it. But yeah, it's a really great place to obviously set up all your charts, have them here, get your navigator, keeping an eye on things whilst you are at the helm. And you can see we've got some repeater displays just over there to our right as well. Moving over to the port side, the actual helm position itself. Here we have our suspension chair. And just to the left of the helm position, we have all the switches here for the generator, the batteries, all the lights, the bilge pumps. Just moving forward, you can see we've got the throttle control lever. Just to the right of that, we've got some indicator lights for the bilges and anchor, and some other stuff down there as well. And just to the right of that, we have the control panel for the Perkins engine. So RPM gauges, PSI bar pressure, engine temperature, voltage, everything pretty much what you need in terms of the operation of the boat and the engines is right in front of you. Moving up, we have the multifunction display there, and just down to the right we have a compass and the control for the bow thruster. And then moving just down here, you can see we've got the builder's plate there, Vripack Stentor 1300, category B, maximum 8 people. But yeah, there we go. Right, let's jump back up again. Up here on the brow, have a VHF radio just over there to the right hand side as well. So if I stand up here just forward and give you a nice slow pan off, just so you can really appreciate the layout of this area and the space as well. Just down there, that's where we get access into the owner's cabin. We'll have a look down there in just a second. And then moving over to my right, you can see there we've got our TV on the bulkhead. Very handy boat hook up there as well. But yeah, very nice. So far, I'm interested, of course, to know what you think. So let me know what you think in the comments. Let's move back down here. Come down these 3 steps. Over to the port side, we have a nice seating area, so you can come down here and enjoy your meal. Little porthole just up there. If I come and sit down here, actually, just to kind of show you, nice comfy sofa here that I can sit on for a couple of minutes as I show you around. So we've got some more storage just in there, and some storage there for our bottles and whatever it is you're going to be taking with you. And you can see up on this bulkhead, so we're facing aft now, we've got some more controls here, as you can see. This panel gives you access to the onboard electrical systems. You've got the generator controls, shore power selector, inverter switch, and a surge protection unit. There's also a battery monitor showing the domestic bank voltage, and a thermostat display for the diesel heating system. Over here on the opposite side is where we find the L-shaped galley. And just through there is where we get access into the engine room, but I'm going to save that until the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. So in the galley we have an induction hob just down here, an NEF induction hob. We do have fiddles all the way around the countertop as well. I think personally I prefer the induction hobs. I just think they're safer. Just over there we've got the stainless steel sink, of course, More storage over there for our cutlery and a porthole that can be opened up as well. And I think another benefit actually in terms of the induction hobs, rather than having gas, where if you've got the gas hob on, you know, the whole area is going to be heating up, which if you're in a warm climate is not really what you want. The good thing with the induction hob is that all of the energy, all of the heat is going directly to the places that you want warmed up rather than the whole galley. So yeah, that's another benefit from my perspective of the induction hob. Just over here we've got a fridge, and then here we have an oven as well, very nice and clean oven. If I just shut the door there that goes into the engine room, I can just show you some of the spaces just under here as well. So a very functional setup here, very functional galley. Another thing that I do like in terms of the setup of this boat is that when you are down here cooking up a meal, if you want to have a quick chat with the skipper up on the helm position, they are right behind you. Right, okay, let's come into the forward VIP cabin. As you can see, this boat is heated via the radiators. Again, personal preference, I do like the radiator setup. I think because if you're relying on hot air being blown around the boat, you've always got, you know, maybe dust being blown around. And I think with hot air being blown around, the air tends to be just a little bit drier. And obviously you don't really get that with radiators. So again, they're kind of my own personal preference. I do like the radiators. But moving in here, as soon as we step in, we do have enough headroom to stand up in here, but as you can see, a little bit forward, it tapers down a bit. So you'll bend down just to get in and out of your bed. Got a mirror over there on the bulkhead for practicing our salutes. But yeah, very nice, cozy setup. I think if I was on this boat with my wife and 2 kids, they would love it up here. This would be their cabin. They could come and hide away in, and you can shut the door as well if you want to keep all of the arguments contained with your offspring. You can shut that door and enjoy the peace and quiet. So just behind here we have a head, so it doesn't have its own dedicated shower, but I'm guessing if you're owning this boat, you're going to be using it with your family, so no problem with your family coming down and using your ensuite for the shower. But yeah, decent sized head in there as well. Okay, let's close that up. Give you another quick look around. A couple of portholes up there, so we've got a nice amount of natural light coming in. Plug socket just up there on the bulkhead to the left, and a decent amount of storage in here as well, both on the port side and over on the starboard side as well. There's somewhere to hang your coat up. Right, let's go back through here. Let's go and show you around the owner's cabin before we go down into the engine room. And again, as you walk around, there's always plenty of things to hang on to, plenty of grab rails dotted around everywhere. So when you are making your way through the gnarly stuff, you've always got something to hold on to. Okay, and here we have the owner's cabin, full beam owner's cabin. I do like the fact that we've got an island bed here, so you can walk along both sides of the bed. Plenty of cabinetry, as you can see, and if you wanted to use this as a little desk area, you can quite easily do that. There's plenty of space there. Got a fiddle that runs all the way along. Just down here we have another plug socket, another 2 plug sockets actually, and somewhere to keep your belongings on there as well. But yeah, if you do lead the digital nomad lifestyle and you just want to go away and experience the pleasures of boating whilst at the same time still being connected you know, with your landlubbers back home, like I say, you can quite easily set up a computer there very nicely. If I bring the camera up, you can see the windows that lead out onto the aft deck there. They can be opened up. They've got a mosquito net on them as well. Another window just over there. And of course, plenty more windows all the way around this cabin. So my first impressions, it's very bright, it's spacious, there's plenty of headroom down here. Again, you know, the boat has been well looked after in terms of, you know, her age and just the general upkeep of everything down here. It's a very, very comfortable setup. Over here on the starboard side, you can see we've got some more cabinetry there as well. So pretty much the same setup as over on the port side as well. Just behind this door, you can see we've got some hanging locker space. And earlier on when I told you when we were up in the guest cabin forward, I said that, you know, there's no problem really coming aft and using the owner's shower. As you can see, it is a dedicated shower space in there. The owner's head is just over there on the port side. But yeah, it's a very nice spacious shower actually. Radiator just down there. If I just step in, you of course have got a window you can open up. Yeah, decent amount of headroom in here. Very nice and clean as well, which is always a good sign. Radiator just on that bulkhead down there. If I move over to the port side, open this up, you can see we have the owner's head. So toilet, sink, radiator down there. Another mirror there so you can practice your salutes. Another window that can be opened up. Right, let's shut that door. If I plant myself over here in this corner and just give you a nice slow pan around again, just so you can see the layout of this area. Gives you a chance to take it all in. If I come and stand over here on the opposite side, and again, just give you a quick pan around there. But yeah, what do you think of this owner's cabin? Let me know in the comments. Okay, what we will do now is we'll step through here. I'm going to show you what is behind these doors. A nice big hanging locker in there with a mirror on the door. And behind this door as well, if I just step the other side, you can see we've got storage for life jackets and some more storage just down there as well. Okay, let's come back up into the saloon. Walk forward past the helm position, back down these steps into the galley and lower saloon, and turn around and get access into the engine room. Let's open this up. The heart of this boat is a Perkins Sabre M130C, a 6-cylinder, 6-litre marine diesel rated at about 128 horsepower. It's known for having low vibration, efficient fuel burn, easy servicing and a global parts network. And if you are wondering where the washing machine is, it's tucked away neatly down here as well. Just here is the black water tank. It's made of stainless steel and holds 250 litres or about 66 US gallons. Both heads discharge into it with options for deck or overboard discharge. The boat is fitted with an HFL 6 kVA generator providing 240 volts of AC power when away from shore. It's ideal for running the galley appliances, heating system or charging the battery bank. The system includes 8 6-volt domestic batteries with separate banks for engine and generator starting. The engine access is excellent on all sides with the oil filters right here and easy to reach. Ideal for routine servicing and of course those daily checks. To the left of the engine we find the grey water tank which holds 120 litres or about 32 US gallons and is used for flushing the freshwater heads. This is part of the fuel filtration system, dual raker style filters with clear bowls allowing easy inspection and switchover. This is the fuel management area with a stainless steel day tank fed by a manual fill right pump. Above there's a multi-valve manifold for selecting fuel sources and just below the filtration system we saw earlier. Everything's clearly laid out and easy to maintain. Just ahead of the engine are the raw water strainers. These filter debris from the seawater before it enters the cooling system. The clear lids make it easy to inspect and the twin valve setup allows isolation for maintenance without shutting everything down. This is the pressurized accumulator tank for the freshwater system. It evens out pressure, reduces pump cycling and helps deliver a steady flow of hot and cold water throughout the boat. Over here we have parts of the freshwater and heating system. You can see the main water pump, pipe runs for hot and cold, and some of the wiring and control for the onboard utilities. The total fuel capacity on board is just over 4,250 litres, or around 1,122 US gallons, held across 4 main tanks and a day tank. At her cruising speed of 6 knots, she'll burn roughly 8 litres an hour, which gives it a range of around 3,500 nautical miles. She'll reach around 9 knots at full power, but the hull and drivetrain are optimised for long distance running at displacement speed. To be honest, having a range of over 3,000 nautical miles on a CE Cat B boat is pretty rare, especially for something built for coastal and inland cruising. But that capacity gives you options. If you're heading through areas where fuel quality is uncertain, you can fill up in advance and carry enough to get you well beyond the problem zones without needing to refuel along the way. It also explains why this boat runs a single main engine without an auxiliary. You're not crossing oceans in this, you're running coastlines, rivers and canals, but range, reliability and clean fuel management become essential. For a still motor yacht like this, the ability to carry that much fuel is less about speed or endurance and more about flexibility, independence and being able to plan your passages around quality stops rather than necessity. At the time of making this video and uploading it to my channel, this boat is currently listed for sale with Clark and Carter Yacht Brokers. If you'd like to find out more, head to the link in the video description or the one pinned in the comments, and then just scroll down to the section of my Linktree page that says features boats currently for sale. A big thank you to Clark and Carter and to the owner for letting me come on board and film. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.